Hey, cutie. There are so many reasons why I love this place so much. Not the, can you see it above my head? Not the model planes, because we have one today that's making a lot of sounds. No, the people. I love the people here. I've told you about the man who gave me a cap for the big water bucket. I think I also told you about the couple, usually the man with his dogs, in the time that I was still building here, who was here pretty much every day and just cheering me on. And we had one of the people who stay here in the tiny houses help with all of those pallets, with the whole arena. And now, a few days ago, I was here and I was talking about the plant area that I'm gonna have on the sides, pretty much everywhere where there's a path beside it. Yeah, of course, with the people who walk their dogs here, you start with chatting, and also because I really just like them knowing me well, so that if something is wrong here, that they know that they can always contact me and let me know about it. But people are just so curious and also just so excited about everything that I'm doing here. So I was talking about the plant area that I'm gonna have everywhere and why, and the multiple reasons. It will give some shadow and some will keep the wind out a little bit. But it will also be for privacy for the horses, so that if they want to lay down next to the fence, that they can without people wanting to pet them and everything. They can just relax when they want to relax. And I really like that. And it will also make a little border more visibly than just the wires that we have right now, because of course it is a little tempting. We have already had people who come here who are not welcome here. I saw that when I drove away on the highway next to here, and I saw people in the fencing with the horses, and that is not what I want, of course. I don't know if you can see it. It's annoying. But also annoying that they have to do it above the horses. There's so much space here. Go somewhere over there. But it will also keep people and dogs out, because of course a dog doesn't know, well, sometimes they do, but sometimes they don't know that there's electricity on the wire, and wire means stay out. But plants usually do that for people and dogs. Like, oh, there's a physical border here, I can't really get through that, might as well not. So that's the goal. But the reason why I love people, besides all the people I already mentioned, is this. Look at that. Oh, oops. My car is all filled up with plants. How happy can you be with some bushes? So what I have here are a lot of plants that I now realize that I don't really know the English names for. We do have a lot of blackberry. I also have some blackberry, and I know that blackberry can grow very fast and really take over everywhere. But for now, I'm pretty much okay with that, because that also means that they're gonna grow fast, that they're gonna offer some shade and some shelter and some privacy for the horses already, and they're very healthy for them to eat. I have a chestnut, and to be honest, I checked a few over there, but I was there with the woman who gave all this to me, and I was just very grateful, and I didn't want to make a whole thing about, well, it could be deadly for the horses. So most of it I just took with me, and I did tell her, you might not see everything in the ground tomorrow, because I will be checking all of it out if it's not toxic, poisonous, deadly for the horses. So I'll be checking that out. So if you know plants better than I do, and you already see something very deadly in here, don't worry, I won't be putting it in the ground. I will be checking that out. There's even a little tree in here already, so I'll be checking that one out as well. But it would be very nice if it can already be in the ground here. So I have a small shovel over here. Look how cute. And I will just be planting it on grass. Like I said, I'm not really a plant mom yet. So with the other plants as well, like the lavender and the apple, pear and raspberry trees and the blackberry that I already have, I've just put them in with the grass. And I did read, and you can already guess a little bit, because of course over there, when they're planting food, they don't have grass. So of course I already know it's probably not a good idea to plant things in grass, and I read that it's because grass just takes all the water and the good soil and everything in the ground and won't leave anything for the cute plants that I want to have in there. I don't really mind about the grass, but we can have a little bit less of it. But I will just be putting it in the grass because that's just way easier. So I'll get my wheelbarrow, and I think I'm gonna put the blackberries with the other blackberries. I'll just have one place for all the blackberries, so that if they get out of control, it's just gonna be one place that gets out of control. And it will be just one place that I'll have to save. And the other plants, I wanna give them spots further away, because I have not done anything there yet. So I'll be dividing it a bit, so that even if this is it for now, those things can grow now, and I won't have everything over here. Right now I do have most over here, but I do want to divide it a bit later. Also, we have a lot of willows that we can still have, and the really big thick ones that will definitely grow into nice trees and are already very tall. So I will be able to put those in between here and there to make it a nice little bush eventually. The horses are calm and happy, and I'll be doing that, and then I'll give Aslan some attention. Here we are. There you are. Hey sweetheart. This one is a black elder. Ta-da! And they are very good for horses, so I'm happy because this is the only actual tree that I got. And I'm thinking somewhere over here would eventually give the horses some shade. This little trapezium is going to be a area with extra thick sand, cornered with tree trunks so that the sand will stay there, and it will be an actual sleeping area. I'll have one over there as well, so I think I'll just put some willows here, because that will very quickly give some privacy and people can't really get through that, because I'll just plant them close to each other. Because of course I don't want people from here to pet the horses here, and that is a struggle, that we are close to this path. People really often walk on it with their dogs. They can go in front of the trees or through the trees. There's a little path in that forest as well. And then there's a cycling path on that side. So that is the biggest reason why I have this area of plants, to really give them some rest. But I do think this black elder will do fine here, and it would make a nice place with a lot of shade, because they will grow pretty tall, like maybe 3 meters, not taller than that. So that's great, because I don't want to have too much maintenance on it. But this is a tree that we can frequently give the horses as well, because it's a healthy plant for them. So I'm very excited about that. I hope I can maybe get more now that I know this, because she told me, the woman that I got all this from, if you ever need anything more, just let me know. I'll see what I can do. So I'm really happy with that. I'm gonna plant that and then look at the rest, and one by one tell you a little bit about it. I'll have to Google the English name. And also what I want to say about that is I already once did this. I had a post a few years ago, a reel, talking about healthy plants for horses to eat. And in the translation something went wrong, because what we call the white clover here was actually a red one in English, something like that. And one of the ones that I put on the reels are very poisonous. And the ones that I actually gave the horses is fine and very healthy for them. So with translating the names of these trees, of course, I'm not a tree expert. So I googled that this is a zwarte els in Dutch and a black elder in English. But it could very well be a completely different plant or a completely different translation. Because I can't really Google it, black elder, and then be like, oh yeah, this is the plant, because it could just be a plant that looks like it. I'm not a pro. So if you get inspired by this little vlog about the planting and you would like to get plants for your horses as well, do your own research. Because you can't really trust me. Sorry. Mostly because of the translation and also because I'm not an actual plant mom yet. Okay, let's get these babies in the ground. Nice. All right, so I know it gets pretty tall and pretty round on the top. So the question now is, do I want to place it like around here so that if it gets big enough, the horses can snack from it when it grows up till here? Or is it maybe gonna be too big? Is it gonna grow too big then and it won't fit here at all? I think I'll just put it where I originally made a spot. Here is not a lot of grass, so I'll just continue here and just hope for the best, because of course this is clay ground and the black elder might not like clay, so we'll just see how it goes. No expectations. However, I was not expecting this to be this hard. Oh, I'm only just locating my shovel, my little tiny shovel. That was very cheap, not a professional one. But the roots of the grass are in the way. Oh, it was something else that was in the way. Oh, and a worm. Oh, the adventures that I'm on. How about this? Nowhere close yet. Okay. Doable. Oh, hi. Very big worms and other animals. Sorry to wake you up. Yeah, this is perfect. Okay, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to find some fresh manure, put it in, wearing gloves anyway, and to be honest, as a horse girl, who cares about touching a little poo? Because I think it might help this guy grow. Yeah, a lot of work for just a small hole, but this is the biggest plant we have, so the rest will be a lot easier. All right, like I said, I don't know anything about planting, but this looks like good manure to me. All right, so let's put some of the clay back on there. And then when I planted all the plants, I'll also give them some water, of course. And we have some very nice days ahead of us. So I'm hoping some water and the sunshine will help all these guys grow. Should be fine. All right, since this is just taking so long, I'll just be planting the other plants and tell you about it afterwards. Otherwise this is gonna be a very long vlog. So we are on our way, oh, Aslan gave up, to the baby plants to give them some water and introduce you to them. here we are. Aslan did decide to join us at our plant area. So it goes all the way until the end of my property and all the way just a bit to the willow wall. Here we have a valerian. It's gonna be a flower bush which will grow pretty big. This is one as well. This is one. There is one. Here is one. Here is one. Here is one. And here is one. So we'll have a very big bush of beautiful flower plants. Then here at Aslan we have the black elder. And here we have the chestnut, who's also very good for horses. Cutie. And here. And here. We're creating a bush for you. And here we have the blackberry. Another one. They are growing, they're getting bigger, so that's good. And then our apple, pear and raspberry trees and lavender after the tank, but I have to fill it up anyway. And of course our willow wall also has a lot of benefits. Unfortunately, we also had to let go of some plants. These are all deadly to the horses. And this I could find what it was, but not what it does with horses. So when I'm not sure, I'm gonna get rid of it as well. So I'll put those in the bag. Then, hey cutie. Then it's time for all the blackberries, and I'm gonna place them at where the blackberries are right now as well, so in that corner in front, so it will give them some shade and privacy. Here we are again, me and my water heater. I don't know the word for that in English. I'm gonna learn so many new English words when I'm done with this. Okay, let's give the blackberries some water. You can already spot them just a little bit. This was a really big one, and I have to be honest, they didn't really get as much love as the other ones did. I'm sorry, I'm just so tired. Oh yeah, this was a really nice surprise. This is another chestnut. So that will also be a nice shadow point, and just, yeah, it will be a very big plant, of course. So that's really nice. Right, Yada? Here is one. Hey, beautiful Yada. What do you see? There's people over there. Yeah, you keep an eye on them. That's okay. So I want to thank you for watching this plant vlog. I hope it inspired you in a way as well, because I really like having a little herb garden for the horses to actually feed them from as well. Of course, as an addition to what they already get. But yeah, of course, I put all the benefits in the vlog with it, so I'm sure you understand now why I do this as well, because it can really just help your horses as well physically, and it will be very nice if it really grows until the wire that they can snack from it themselves and do some passive physio in different positions, or we can put them, like, trim some of the plants and put that in little snack nets. We can go crazy here, and I'm just so excited also because it's gonna help so many, like, butterflies and bees. Yeah, it can be a paradise for all of us. If you're inspired by this, please do your own research or find someone who can help you who is a professional in this. But I really do hope I inspired you. Okay, see you in the next vlog. Bye!